Well, I would tell them that, first of all, he's a CCIM, a Certified Commercial Investment Member, which means a lot to me. That means he's been trained to understand commercial real estate and income property. And I would say that he's been doing this for a very long time, at least 20 years that I know of, and it could be longer than that. And that he approaches his profession, as with all of his life, with a great deal of integrity and confidence and seriousness. He's completely committed to follow through and do everything he says he will do and more.
Yeah, he's very good, very professional, and very experienced. I know that I think he's a member of a number of associations and apartment building committees and things. So he's connected as well, which is valuable because once again he can give good balanced advice, not only about the current situation but what's being considered in different areas and the business itself. I know he has, at the time I think he has bought and sold apartment buildings for himself, so he's lived it, right? He knows the business.
He's a very ethical person. He knows his properties. He's well liked in the community, and I would say great person to go with.
We've kind of bonded a little bit. You know, there's a mutual trust, I think, and mutual respect for each other. And so I feel when Terry says something to me, I can trust to that and rely on it. I may question it, we talk about it, but only I feel that he's a trustworthy person. And I feel that some other people aren't always quite straightforward. It's more talk, trying to just make a sale, you know, where it may not be a good opportunity, that particular aspect that we're talking about, and Terry will say that if he doesn't think it is, you know, or he'll agree with you if he doesn't think it is. So in the trust element, that's very high. If you're going to be spending your money and maybe losing your money or maybe making some more money, I feel I can trust Terry better than other gentlemen and women that I have dealt with. Not that they aren't good people, but it's just that. So my relationship with Terry is a good one for me and for my wife, and it's been financially a success for us.
I do a lot of title work for Terry when he puts a transaction together, and he's wonderful to work for and with. He's very knowledgeable about the real estate industry, specifically the apartment part of the real estate industry. He's very knowledgeable. If I wanted to invest in apartments, he would be one of the first people I would go to ask questions about various properties. And he's, you know, extremely honest, and he's always been more concerned about a happy client rather than a commission.
Yes, that's an easy one for me. Terry, I have a whole range of brokers that contact me, or agents who contact me, from seems like they're 20 all the way up to 65, 70, or you know, more mature. And he has the experience, he has the education behind him that a lot of them don't have, and that's important when you're dealing with somebody you're entrusting some of your working with, trusting your capital, your money, your livelihood to make a profitable investment. So he's got the education and the experience, and he's engaged all the time. I've known him now since the late 90s, and I see advertisements out there from him. I've been in touch with other brokers, and sometimes they'll, well, who have you used on this? And I'll mention Terry. They know him. They know of him. I know he's gives talks, you know, at seminars and things, and so he's respected in the community. So he's a good man to have on your side, you know, compared to some who just don't compare with him in terms of education and experience. There's other good agents out there, other good brokers, but he's right at the top of the list.
If I was going to buy an apartment building, and there's been times when I've been in a position that I thought perhaps I could, I would always go to Terry to ask him what he thought about this area or that area or this specific building, and he would always be honest and tell me. Terry has given a number of talks about about apartment ownership and investing in apartments because he knows so much about it. Terry has also earned his CCIM designation, and with that designation he can go into analyzing an apartment building, the numbers, revenue numbers in an apartment building in such detail that he can be very, very accurate at telling you how the apartment project will perform, and that's just been invaluable.
I think it was probably in the mid-'80s. We have the Appraisal Institute planning meeting once a year, or it's like an economic forecast meeting where we invite brokers, property managers, and different people to come and talk about their field of expertise. And Terry was always kind enough to show up for our program and give us a lot of good information. Appraisers are always looking for information, so he might tell us about some properties he recently sold or properties he's had listed, or where the units are as far as a price per unit, or a capitalization rate, or a gross income multiplier, just to give us some idea what he's thinking in the world of brokerage and selling apartments.